All right, guys. Welcome. My name's Adum. This is the Unconventional Mindset. It is Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. Sorry, I'm just getting myself organized here. What are we going to do today? Kevin, how's it going? Howdy indeed. Hope you're having a good one, man. Um, we got to make these comments bigger. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the stream. And just do, I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. Didn't finish yesterday's stream, but wondering why the short videos are not coming through as shorts. Yeah, so that's a good question. And let me just bring up the shorts right now, actually, just so you guys can kind of see what I did do yesterday. Or I finished what I did say I was going to do yesterday. So I did upload basically all the 10 videos that I've done so far. So they're all kind of ready to go, loaded up, which is really nice that you can load up videos and then have them ready to go. So I don't have to worry about, I got to make a video every single day kind of thing. So if I could just batch them up like this, I think that works really, really well. So, and then the question, of course, Kevin, in your experience, if you upload it from mobile, it defaults to short. Well, yeah, I uploaded it from the computer, so it wasn't a short. And they're also the videos that we did here for these ones. I edited them two ways. I did one for like the short mobile kind of view and the other one for just the regular YouTube view. So what I tried to do, or what I'm thinking of doing, and this is just running an experiment in a way to see what works and what doesn't work, is that my initial thought was, okay, on YouTube, I'm going to put these on as just regular YouTube videos because I'm hoping that these videos are more geared towards search-oriented users that are going to be searching for something and then hopefully coming across these videos to teach them that. Whereas the shorts, I mean, obviously they're really good to catch people's attention or whatever, but I just want to see how well they perform as regular videos than shorts. And then there was also some discussions of, well, you can't just take a regular video and put it on a short as well, as that'll probably hurt the algorithm or hurt your ability to get promoted because it's the exact same content. So I didn't want to post it as both a short and as a regular video. What I know I do need to do is I need to know how to take the content that I'm making here every day on the live stream and then cut that up and put that into shorts or even clips or whatever. I need to figure out how to do that. Not figure out, I know how to do it, but I need to find the time to do it. So that's why they're not as shorts. And then, well, the second reason as well too is we're going to start an Instagram and a TikTok as well. I'm pretty sure, even though I hate TikTok, but I'm going to start those two channels, and the short versions of these videos, those are going to go for those platforms. So that's the idea. And then we'll see how things go. Again, I don't really know if this is the right way or the wrong way. Maybe there is no right way or wrong way. It's just like trying to get content out there and seeing, what works, what doesn't work, and then figuring this out as we keep going. Yeah, I guess that's all I can really say about this or about that. So we'll see how they do in the weeks and months ahead. And I mean, so far, I got all likes here, which is kind of nice, but 4 views, 6 views. And it's actually interesting. Maybe let's take a quick look at the statistics while we're here. Actually, I wasn't planning on doing this kind of right away, but that's okay. Sometimes the stream takes you different places. Okay, where do we want to go from this? Brent, yo, indeed. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing. It's got to be late for you, I would imagine. It's even late for me. Long day today. But anyways, okay. Stats. Let's just look at the analytics here real quick, just to see if we can see anything. I mean, we have so little data that I don't think there's much that we can tease out of this. But I just like to see this here, and this is kind of interesting. About 9 p.m. here, yeah, just about 5 here. So you're 4 hours ahead. So it's not that late, I guess. Not too bad. Almost risotto, a little bit past the risotto time. Okay, so this is where I think it's kind of interesting just to see the impressions and then the click-through rate. So, it's a lot higher. Before it was like 0, so now it's at 3.8. So that's pretty good, I guess. And here I think is where we're going to really kind of see where people are coming from. So 44% from browse, and then 28 from the YouTube search. And if we can see what people are searching, yeah, they're searching Webflow, DreamHost, and Zapier. So that's interesting. It's just kind of seeing, yeah, where people are going to be coming from. Yeah, you're never going to forget that anymore. It helps when I keep repeating things. Helps me remember things. You never know when it's going to be on a Jeopardy one of these days. Hey, what was Brent eating for supper that 2 Fridays ago or whatever it is? I know what it was. Shit. Now, where am I from again? So I know this one. So I know. Okay. No. I know. You're in. I think you're in Belgium, right? That's what I think. So hopefully that's right. Yes. Success. Right. Excellent. Yeah. So that's cool. Right on. See? Remembering. Okay. Right. YouTube search. Yeah. Is it saying? We'll see more. So people are just searching for Webflow and this is coming up. But this is interesting. Much more percentage viewed when people are searching Webflow, and Zapier as well too. Anyways, well, again, there's not much really to say about this because we don't have very much views, but it's coming along. It's a work in progress. So as I said, we got these. Can I go back? Oh no, I just got X out of this. We got our videos loaded up in the content queue, so we don't have to worry about it for a couple of weeks. And well, actually not a couple of weeks. It's already Wednesday. It's like Thursday, so it's like already gonna probably this weekend starting to do more videos. But that's okay. That's one of the things I just kind of wanted to go over today. A little bit of an overview as to, like, I was thinking a lot about what we were talking about yesterday, and Brent, you were mentioning as well about, really focusing on Webflow, and it's something that I do want to do, and something that, like, on this live stream, to focus on Webflow. And it's something that I need to really be more cognizant of to figure out, who the audience is I'm trying to target, who I want to talk to, and what is it that they're going to be looking for. And obviously, we want to really talk about Webflow. I mean, secondary is the business stuff, but primary, at least for right now, is Webflow. So that being said, I always bring this thing up. I always kind of, whenever I make notes, I kind of go back to this document that I made to kind of just make sure that I'm still thinking along the right path, and I'm still working towards the right goal. And again, too, like a short-term goal. It's all about trying to create this educational platform, and really, that platform is really focusing on Webflow, right? So always got to keep that in mind. And the long-term goal, of course, is still the same: inspiring people to pursue their goals and dreams so they can live a life of purpose. So I looked back, Brent. I looked back the other day, and I'm watching your streams for almost a year now. Time flies. That's crazy. That's crazy. It would be kind of cool to see if I could put together some type of, I don't know, like where we've been and like where we are and then where we're going. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know what that would look like. But one thing that I was thinking about that would be really cool would be to create videos for myself, like for me, but for the future. Like if I made a video, I'm sure people have done this before. People must have done this before. But if I make a video and like post it, said like, hey, Odum in the future, 5 years from now, I bet you've been doing this and this and this, and here's where you are. And then in 5 years' time, I could go back and look at that video and see how well my current self, aka past self, would have been in terms of figuring out where I was going to be. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about long-term stuff and just thinking, time flies and all that kind of stuff. I mean, those are basically your streams, no? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess so, yeah. Technically, yeah, I think you're right about that. So yeah, okay, canceling out the noise, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to spend too much time on this. Just the rest of the work is just 2024 is engaging with people, just live streaming, trying to improve the quality of live stream, and then, releasing educational videos, which is what we're starting to do. How I'm going to spend my time, blah, blah. Content creation. Yeah. One short video teaches. Yeah, we're kind of on there. we're working towards that. And this is where I wanted to talk a little bit about today and getting your feedback on what you guys think about this. But this is what I'm thinking I can do for the month of November and what I'd like to get started on. So live stream, this will be starting tomorrow, is we want to build some templates because number one, it'll be really good to get into Webflow and just do some stuff in Webflow and even look at all the new features, whatever it is, just learn all we can about Webflow, trying to up our game in terms of our Webflow development. So, and then it's also going to help us build products that are going to help drive people towards Pixel, right? And Pixel pieces. So that's what we really want. So we're going to build some templates, and I want to start building a professional services template, or like think of a generic, you're starting a business, just creating kind of a generic template for that. And then once we get that template, we can do like a landing page template. And I'm pretty sure we could do 2 templates in a month. Well, I'm hoping that we could do 2 templates in a month. And what I really want to focus on while I'm building these templates is using the style guide that we have as the home base for creating the template. And then also from there, using Pixel pieces and using the components to help us in the development of the template. And then when I'm doing that, that should really help me find any holes in the product of saying, like, I'm actually using it to build stuff. And I can say, okay, well, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be updated, whatever the case may be. So I can just use it myself to help me get better at it and make it any product improvements that we need to do. And then on the side of video production, there's 2 videos that I really want to make that I think are really important. Number one, I want to make maybe a longer, like a 60-minute kind of video where it's basically like how to use Pixel pieces to increase your workflow. And what I want that video to be is just me going from start to finish of like, I'll have a Figma template or some design that's just like a 1-pager and say like, this is, something that the client wants, right? They want this designed. And then I'll take that design and I'll use Pixel pieces to put together the site as quickly as I possibly can, and then just design it in Webflow. So I want to make that video, and that's more of a talking head video, kind of like this, where it's going to be real time. We'll just, no editing or anything like that. Like, let's just do the work and get that thing done. And hopefully we can get it done like within an hour. And then I also want to create a shorter 2-minute kind of intro video of Pixel pieces that can go on the homepage, the landing page, whatever, and just it explains what Pixel pieces is, who it's for, and why, I don't know why you're gonna love it. Whatever the case may be, I'll just have to figure out how that video is gonna be, but I want to make that video. And then of course we'll keep on the Webflow, the quick tips or whatever. So it's a lot of stuff to do. If anything is going to fall through the cracks, it'll probably be, well, I don't want to say what's going to fall through the cracks, but hopefully I can get all this stuff done. But the quick tips might be something that might fall through. But I do think, like, I timed myself getting like those 10 of them done. I could do that in a day, like a full day. It'll take like all that time to do that. And then I can get 2 of them done for the next 2 weeks or whatever. So I should be okay to maintain and doing that. So Brent, great video ideas. Have you ever thought about recording the video while being on stream, essentially cutting up your stream and clips in the video you upload? A lot of streamers do this. Yeah, if it makes sense. So there was a stream last week or a couple weeks ago when I was doing these quick tips. I think did I record something? Oh, I can't remember. But I have definitely thought of that. So I think what you're saying is, yeah. So I'd love to see, do you have any examples of people that are doing this? I would love to see how those live streams are, and then to maybe go back and see what those actual video clips are. So is it, I'm pretty sure we did this a couple times. And then I took the memory card out and then I put it in, and then we kind of cut it up a little bit. So I think I did some of that for the quick tips. So yeah, but it saves time. And it also, again, it's like that 2 birds with 1 stone. It's like, here's the content of the live stream, but we're also using that to make the content for the video. So it is a really great idea. I have thought about it. I'm pretty sure I did that once. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure I've done that once. But and I think it's cool to do, but it's also thinking, and you really made me think about this yesterday, is what is like the purpose of the live stream, and what do I, want this to end up being, and what kind of content do I want to have on here, like predominantly anyways. And I think it's okay, like every once in a while, whatever, I'm switching, I'm doing DaVinci Resolve, or here I'm doing, I haven't done this in a while, but like talking about finances, or then it's in Webflow, and then it's, it's all kind of encompassing like just business stuff. And I think that's good, but maybe it might do me better, at least right now, as I'm trying to get to, get to the point where I monetize the channel, or get to a certain, consistent viewership, whatever the case may be, that maybe it makes the most sense to focus on a specific type of content like Webflow. That being said, it certainly would be good to, like this video we're talking about how to use pixel pieces to 10x your workflow. That could be something where, we'll do it on the live stream, but then also record it. And then I could record things individually, either the images and the streams or whatever, the video and the screen, I should say. And then, use that and put it as a video. So 100% makes a lot of sense. Very good idea. And I'm just going to try to figure out how I could make sure that I'm still, having a stream that is, I don't know, entertaining to watch or whatever, right? Or educational, whatever the case may be. So Brian, you're going to find something if you can. Like if you don't remember or whatever, that's totally cool. No worries there, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so that's what I want to focus on in November. And I think I talked a little bit about this, but let's maybe go into a little bit more depth about this template. Okay, so what I want this template to be, and maybe I could just bring this up real quick here. So I can't remember how to get to this template, but so this template here, this is the first template or second template, whatever that we built. It's a very simple, like, hey, I'm just going to want a blog kind of thing template where you have different posts and whatever. So there's nothing fancy about this at all whatsoever. Super simple, super minimal, and that's fine. But for what we want, or what I want anyways, for this template is, like if I'm looking, the other day we looked at the marketplace for Webflow. I want it to be like the most premium website that you can find on their marketplace. And I want it to look like that good. So I really want to do a good job, almost as if like, hey, here's a $10,000 client or project. What would you build for that client, right? Of course, there's going to be some things that we're going to have to consider because it is going to be a template. So you can't do things 100% as if it's like one client. But we want to kind of keep that in mind. That's the type of quality that I'm going to be going for. And I also want to push the boundaries of what I've done so far in Webflow. So we can figure out what we can do in that to really kind of push this template over the edge. I don't know what that means, but just, make it really, really, really good. Right. So then I kind of laid out maybe some 6 steps of the things that we can do to build this template. And what I do want to do is I want to make sure that this whole process, I want to live stream all of it. So, and like every single second of doing this. So that's probably going to mean longer live streams, I would imagine. So I can just sit down and get to work. And I have this too. I put this up here and I haven't shown this yet, but let's go back here, that I can throw that up there. So I want to be able to really, I just want to showcase the whole process from start to finish. And I think that could be really, really valuable. And I could figure out as well how to, I don't know, maybe put them in a playlist or something. I don't know, but just to have just to document the whole process. Anyways, Sam, very nice to see you. Welcome. How you doing today? Nice. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Okay, cool. That's really great. That's a quick fitness session. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but the thing is too, is if you're on a break too, especially for me when I'm sitting down for a long time, you just go out there, bust out a set of push-ups, bust out a set of squats, bust out a set of leg lifts. Like it doesn't take long, and just go hang for like 30 seconds a minute. That takes you like, 5-6 minutes. So it doesn't have to be too crazy, because it's not like a workout session. which would be like, hey guys, I've gone in 2 hours. But yeah, in 10 minutes, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. If you want me to make it longer, I'll make it longer. I don't know. But yeah, so I really, yeah, again, thinking about value, and I would really like to provide value. And, you know, I don't presume that people are going to sit around for 5 hours while we're doing these things, but that's kind of what I want to, no, I was just messing with you. No, I know, I get it too. I'm just messing back too. So yeah, no, it's all good. All good. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know, something about value and the how long it's going to be, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like it to be, you know, something like this, which will take like a week, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not sure exactly how long. It depends on the template and all that kind of stuff and how in depth we want to go. But to have like these, hey, we built a template, you know, part 1, part 2, part 3, all the way to part 10 or whatever. And people could use that as an educational tool if they're just starting out or whatever the case may be. You fast forward, watch it on 10 times speed, whatever the case may be, get to the points that maybe they're having trouble with. So, yeah, so that's kind of what the path that I want to go. So anyways, that's what we're going to start. And we'll start tomorrow anyways, at least with starting to build this template. We'll, you know, it might not be a few days or whatever till we get into Webflow, but sorry, Brent. but yeah, we want to make sure that we're going to build something that people are actually going to want to use and purchase maybe. I guess that's the other thing. When is Webflow? Has anybody heard of when Webflow is going to do those updates with what they were saying with the marketplace and how they're going to allow people to sell templates outside of their marketplace? That would be really, really cool, because as far as I know right now, I can't sell it here. So either I have to set it for free or I put it on the marketplace and sell it there. I don't know. Because what I really want to do is have it so that if you come in here and you join, you know, say you pay or whatever, and then I guess I could even do this right now, which I guess would be okay. But if someone pays and they want access to like all access and the templates will come with it, I'll just say, hey, you know what? This is a paid template, but you got to be part of the all access. And if you do, then I'll just send it to you for free. So if you just give me your email, then I could just go into Webflow. And I think, where's my mouse here? And I think you go into Webflow and you could just transfer a site to somebody, right? So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure this is not on their high priority list. Like they got their optimized stuff and all that stuff that they want to do. But we'll keep an eye on it because it's something that's going to be pretty important for, I think, for our business flow. And there's one thing I think, Sam, you'll like this, but I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is let's bring this back up here for a second. So just going back here in terms of things that are really important for me and for my business anyways, at least on getting clients for like just web design clients, is this whole networking and building relationships with people. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I can't even read. Like focusing on networking with local businesses owners and entrepreneurs. So I am like 99% sure that the podcast is going to be starting up before the end of the year. So I really want to do it. I love interacting with people. I love talking with people. I love talking about people with business. Love learning about people's experiences with business. And so I really want to make that happen. I gotta figure out how I'm going to get the time to make this stuff happen, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be something that, I don't know. I think it's get another piece of content, all that kind of stuff too. So it's going to be really good. So I'm super looking forward to it. Sam, yes, we'll be waiting. So I do have a question for you, Sam, for a podcast. Whether I'm talking to people virtually or whether it's in person, I would love to talk to more people in person to get started with. But what kind of content is most interesting to you, or you would find most interesting that you would want to see me do? And maybe even not content, but the type of people you would want me to have discussions with, because part of my thinking right now is to really kind of focus on just like business owners and people that are starting businesses or that have businesses that are already, you know, that they're working and talking to different people at different stages. But I'm also very cognizant of, you know, should we Or should I focus on people that are in the web space and the web industry and talking about whether it's talking about their businesses and them trying to build products or whatever, or even just talk to designers and what they're seeing in the industry or whatever. So I don't know, there's lots of different ways and avenues that we can go through here. So I'm just curious to know what it is that you'd be looking for and what's interesting to you. Because for me, I'm interested in all kinds of different things. I'll listen to people. I just even love hearing people talking about what they're doing and like their business or whatever. So, be very curious and interested to know. But I'm very much looking forward to it. And now that I said it, I have to make sure that I follow through. So yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan. I think businesses that are usually overlooked would be cool. The internet is full of flashy businesses. Yeah, so that is a really good point. And like, are you talking about even like those non-flashy businesses, right? Like the guy that's the plumber or has a plumbing business and he's pulling down like $500,000 a year, or like the electrician guy or whatever, or the guys that own the mom and pop shops and they're making crate cupcakes and all that kind of stuff. Like there's so many businesses, even again, just local businesses that are doing such really kind of cool stuff. Even people that make handcrafts and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool stuff. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, but that's really, really cool. Yeah. Businesses that are overlooked. Yeah. Cause everyone's building the next Facebook, the next social media and all that kind of stuff, the next SaaS business. It's kind of interesting to see people that are in different fields, businesses that aren't as sexy or as flashy as you're saying, right? But yet they're making bank, right? Like who wants to listen to the guy, or who wants to think about the guy that cleans basements or flooded basements or whatever the case may be? But yet he's making hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever the case may be, because I listened to somebody who was doing that kind of stuff, but it's crazy. Yeah. Agreed with Sam. Low key, tired of seeing tech and AI companies. Oh, AI. Well, that's enough. AI too is kind of like the whole, what is it? The .com bubble. Because everyone was like, oh, investing. Oh, it's a .com. They have a website. Oh, the stocks, go through the roof. And now it's like, oh, you got a new AI website? Oh yeah, like the stock through the roof. It's like, man, do people not learn from previous mistakes? But yeah, that's yeah, AI companies. Maybe this is not the right time to announce Pixel AI. I guess we'll save that for another day. Yes, those, and getting ideas on how they're using tech or wish to use tech to expand. There's always gold in those. That is actually a really, really good point. And I think Cody Sanchez, I don't know if you heard about her, but she talks about this quite a bit, because she's all about, I'd love to buy boring businesses. And you think about all these businesses that are still stuck in the old brick and mortar ways or whatever, doing really, really well, cash flowing, all that kind of stuff. But they don't have any idea on how they could use technology in order to even improve on their workflow, or like, how do customers reach me and how do I schedule, and what are things that you can do in these kind of old school businesses to bring in new age technology or whatever to help them expand and to help them do more business. Yeah, sorry. See, I'm already getting really excited because just thinking about that and thinking about talking to people that are in just completely different areas and niches, and seeing how, at the end of the day, business is business, and trying to figure out how you can, build up those relationships that they have with their clients. It's really going to be cool. Yes, love her content. Yeah, no, she's really great. She's one of the, I would love to, I don't know if she has a course or workshop or whatever, but I would love to see what it would be like to actually try to buy a small business and have her like walk you through the process or whatever. Like, oh, I'm going to buy a laundromat or whatever the case may be. But I have thought about that. And one of the things I was thinking about was I know here in town, somebody did contact me and they were like, oh yeah, I know this person that they have like a web design agency, but they're not going to do it anymore. And they're just going to like close up shop. I'm like, no, don't close up shop. Like, I'll buy that business from them, because all that I care about is buying the clients, right? And buying the customers. And if it's, I know they were doing something like 80 grand a year or whatever. So nothing crazy, right? But it's like, what if I could structure a way to get that deal from that person? It's like, hey, listen, you're just going to let this fold. Don't let it fold. Give it to me or I'll buy it from you and then I'll pay you out like 20% over the next 5 years and you'll get, to whatever the agreed upon deal is, right? Like 100K or whatever the cost of what I will acquire the business for, right? So to make those 0% like upfront purchases or whatever, so you just pay through equity or through whatever the cash flow is. I love that. It sounds amazing. And I'd love to try doing something like that. And one of the things I know for sure I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reaching out to people here that are locally that do web stuff and web design and whatever. I don't know if that might be a little bit weird because we're in the same industry, but to get them on the podcast or whatever and just getting them to talk about their experiences with building businesses and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, really cool stuff. Another format, not sure if I can send links here. I don't think you can send links here, which does suck. But you can check an episode with a guy called Aaron Francis with Nathan the Kit. Oh, Nathan for ConvertKit. Yeah, I definitely know ConvertKit. Let me write this down. Although I do remember they had that debauchery where they were trying to rebrand their ConvertKit, and they spent all this money to rebrand ConvertKit to, I don't know, it was just like some one word thing. I actually really liked it, but then someone was like, "Oh, you can't name that because it's like cultural appropriation or something like that," and I was like, "Oh God," anyways. But I was like, "Oh man, what a disaster." In 2 years we'll see Pixel going through something like that where I'll come up with something to be like trying to rebrand. Now it's just Kit. Interesting. So it's just Kit. That's why you put it in Convert. I was just wondering if maybe you like misspelt you didn't misspell anything, but okay, that's interesting. Okay, hang on. Let me write this down. Aaron Francis. I can't say Aaron without saying Aaron, just from that Key and Peele skit of Substitute Teacher. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Type it in. You'll laugh. Okay, so he's talking with Nathan from Kit. Okay, so it's just a podcast. I guess I'll just find them. I'll put in those two in search, and I'm sure something will pop up. Okay, you reaching out. The skit ruined us all. Yeah. That was a great skit. Okay, sorry, where were we? Oh, sorry, Brent. You reaching out to these brands on stream would be fire to see without showing confidential info, of course. That's one of the things I thought about because I'm like, oh, well, I'll just bring up my email and start typing. But then, yeah, you're showing up someone's email. But then again, if it's something that's, what's the word? Like if it's public, like if I go to a website and I look, oh, here's this company. Oh, look what they're doing. And then creep on their socials a little bit and be like, yeah, you know what? I'd like to talk to this person. I think that would be okay. Especially if it's on like Instagram or whatever. Say I'm scrolling through Instagram. I'm just thinking cupcake shop because they'll have nice pictures of cupcakes. And then we learn about the owner and just go like a DM and just be like, hey, I saw this or whatever, and just DM them and just do that on stream. Yeah, I don't see there being too much of a problem with that, especially if things are like public, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I guess like would other people have a problem with it or yeah, I don't know. It's like what would you think if you owned a business and then someone was talking about your business on the live stream, on a live stream. And they're reaching out to you. And then, I don't know, would they be upset about, oh, I saw that you were on so-and-so's live stream and they reached out to you to podcast, but I never saw you on the podcast. So why did you just ignore them? Like, I don't know. Would people get upset about that? That's the other thing too is yeah, maybe I'm sure it's okay to do, but would people object? I'm just going to think on that. If you have any thoughts, just let me know. But yeah, I don't know. But then again, too, if I'm here talking about Nike and I start shitting on Nike for whatever reason, what can they do? They can't do anything. So, I mean, same thing for any other mom and pop shop. But again, if I'm small and I'm local, I'm trying to, I don't know. I really don't know. That's interesting. But I see what you're saying. Like, it would be kind of cool. Okay, let me take some notes here on my trusty notepad. So we'll just figure out what can we do. So I'm sure I can definitely just show like emails or phone calls. Maybe even having phone calls would be kind of cool, but then you don't want to record the phone calls and have that live. But even hearing what I'm saying, if I'm talking to someone, what can we do to... And it could be the same thing. It's if I was making phone calls to try to get clients as well too, and showcasing that. So I know people have done things where they've published like a sales call and stuff that they've had with people, like Zoom calls or whatever. So I'm sure they get the permissions from the client if that they can post it. So but then hopefully too, we're gonna get to the point where, you know, the podcast will get large enough where people are just contacting us to want to be on the show, right? Yeah. Maybe in 4 years I'll get the next. I was going to say I'll get Donald Trump to be on the podcast, but he won't be running again in 4 years. So yeah, I guess unless he loses, I guess then maybe he could technically run again. But yeah, you know, barring being as big as Joe Rogan, at least at first we're going to have to go and try to get as many people as we can. Yeah, and then like you're saying, just getting involved in the whole business aspect is nice, which is really, really cool. Whether that be growing pixel or pixel pieces. Yeah, no, for sure. And they're kind of like almost intertwined at this stage of the game. And I think what I really want to do, to be honest, is like merge the two into one. I think having two is just kind of annoying. I think everything should just be pixel. So you go onto pixel and the components are like front and center. And then after that, there would be like, you know, if you want to hire us to do websites or whatever, and people can kind of go on to those different pages, right? So that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. Showing the day-to-day process, very unique. I don't know anyone doing that. Well, that's kind of what one of the whole things of what this whole stream is supposed to be as well, too, right? I mean, it's building $1 million business. It's like, what do you do on a day-to-day basis to do that? And a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff is calling people and making connections. And I mean, that's what business is. It's all about connections, right? So yeah, so that is really cool. Even doing some client work on screen would be really nice to see if you're not under an NDA. So what I'll try to do is if I can, the next client I get, I'll ask them what they think about it. Or I'll just say like, hey, listen, do you want like a 10% discount or something like that? Or maybe just ask them. They'll probably be like, yeah, cool. That's fine to showcase that. So yeah, 100%. I have thought about that, but I haven't been talking to getting like any web design clients for a while. So it hasn't really come up, but it would be really cool. Leo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oops, sorry, hang on. Sorry. Leo, how's it going? Good to see you. Work with clients. Like on stream. Yeah, no, that's really good. Yeah, really thinking about how we could do more of the behind the scenes stuff to bring that more front and center. I think that would be really, really good. So if I'm a potential client and I can see the process of the agency I'm about to work with, I'd immediately work with them. That's actually a really good point. I never even thought about that, but that's really, really good. It's like showing them, showing how the hamburger is made? So it would be something as well too, where you're almost having, like, say I have an introductory call with a client, almost like even recording that, and you know, if I have permission, of course, recording the conversations, and then just almost creating this 20-minute video showing the whole process and me and how I engage with the client. That's actually a really good idea. I'm thinking. But that's the whole thing about, at the end of the day, like social media and making videos, it's all about establishing trust, right? So that people feel like they know you and that they know you're not going to screw them over, steal their money, all that kind of stuff, right? So, and that's a big part of it. And how you approach brand strategy as well, not just design and dev. Yeah, I don't do too, like, yeah, and I guess that's going to be a case by case basis on what a specific client is going to want from me and what I'm going to do with them. But yeah, but doing that would be really, really great too. Like having those conversations of like, who are you? Who's your target market? Who do you want to appeal to? Who are your clients out there? What are your competitors like? Okay. What do you want to be seen as? Okay, how are we going to go ahead and build a brand strategy for that company and go ahead and deploy that? There's lots of things in the process. Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. No, I don't think that would be boring at all. I think that would be super, super, like you're saying, yeah, super valuable. I'm thinking even more valuable for me to demonstrate and to show my clients or my potential clients. That's what I see as super valuable. But then, yeah, as an individual who's trying to learn how to grow their own business, yeah, that's gonna be gold for them too. So that's really, really good. So I like it. This is really good. So Sam, working on stream is good. I tried to test stream a few days ago. Still struggle to speak to myself. Yeah, but those behind the scenes contents are gold. So yeah, so I really love the way this conversation is going. To be honest, here, guys. But it does have me thinking a little bit about what I talked to at the beginning of the stream of saying, hey, here's me. I'm going to like build a template and say if that's going to take 2 weeks to do or a week or whatever. Is that, I mean, I guess that's all I have to do right now anyways, because I don't have any client work that I can showcase. So, but I guess I can try to figure out how I can mix in, doing the work. What am I saying? Like doing the work of building stuff for the business versus, also figuring out how to throw in the stuff of the behind the scenes of how I'm doing to interact with people, engaging with people, and doing the actual work for the customers. So yeah, I'll try to figure out how to balance that. Cause yeah, it's a little bit different, but I really love this angle. And I think it would really make sense if I can figure out how to do that. And especially if I start making connections and talking to people and having people on the podcast or whatever, I think it's gonna really help me get those connections and get a couple of clients that I can work with. So Sam, it's just kind of funny you're saying struggle speaking to myself. Yeah, listen, I totally feel the pain on that one because when I first started, like more often than not, I was streaming to myself. So yeah, you just I think this is kind of interesting, but this is what I do when I'm streaming and there's nobody here, is I just try to talk out loud of what my process is and like what I'm actually thinking about. So I'll be going like, okay, yeah, so I want to go ahead and I need to have this div here because I need to float them to the left, blah, 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 whatever the case, just kind of almost talk it out. So, because we all have that internal monologue, right, in the brain, just vocalize it and just try that. And, and yeah, and you'll get better, right? You'll just get better at doing it. So, not to say that I'm great at it. I mean, I just feel like most of the time I'm just rambling and not really being coherent, but also like, yeah, just kind of have some fun as well, as you're going about it. So Brent, I think on YouTube, I think you're just saying like just valuable to people, that are on YouTube or whatever, which I agree. So yeah. Oh, I'm out of water, which is terrible, especially with me talking. Oh, your message didn't come through. Oh, you were using like a naughty word, which is something like monetization or algorithm. I don't know. There's so many weird words that Leo was even saying that just aren't getting through, which is really, really annoying. Thanks. We'll give it a go. Benefit is I focus better, so it could be good to keep up. Yeah, it does make you focus. Like when you're thinking out loud and you're talking about what you're actually doing, sometimes it makes you give a little bit of a pause gives you a little bit of pause of what it is you're doing, and it makes you focus. I find a little bit more. So, that's what you said, but it was like focus better. Yeah, exactly. Do you see that? I just see what you just said of, do you see that? So that's what's popping up. So that's all that I do see. So yeah, one thing, I wanted to make the comments bigger, but I don't think that's really too important. Unless you guys want to see that. So basically, yeah. So I use this extension. Where is it? This extension here, Stream Chat Dockable. And that's what I'm using to bring in the comments. Yeah. I hate YouTube. Yeah. So I see this didn't come through again. So yeah, if you do that, you can say, if you space things out, I'm really sorry about that. Again, I don't think there's anything that I can do, or is there? So I keep forgetting to look at, like there's no moderation activity. Like when you start a stream, you can kind of play around with some settings. But I always kind of disable them, or I don't check it off. But yeah, so I click on another thing that's an OBS thing that allows me to bring up these comments from just kind of from here. So yeah, this is what I see here is what I see that I can kind of click on. Anyways, so yeah, basically I have this plugin that allows me to bring in the chats. But what you can do, so there's a featured chat overlay, which is kind of what I want. Where is it? But there's specific styling. And I just basically wrote a bunch of custom code to make the comments look how they look. But I guess what I can do, I don't know. That's kind of boring. I don't know if you guys want to see me work on this. Maybe I could save it for something to do tonight. But basically, I just want to let's bring up a comment here. So I just want to make everything bigger. Basically, that's what she said. So I guess it would just be like the font size. Yeah, I think I have the avatar size, font size. I just have to make these bigger. And then kind of play around with like some padding, I guess. Maybe I'll try something real quick, and then double in size? What do we say? Font size? Still not. I was just gonna say I'm so bad. Still not coming through. I was just gonna say, well, just tell me. I was like, oh shit, you can't hear me. You can hear me. Sorry, you can hear me, but I can't hear you, which is annoying. Still not coming through. Oh man. Yeah, it's weird because I'm just like, can you send? I was gonna say if you could send me an email and I could get it in an email. That's super fun. I'm sorry, man. I don't think there's any settings that I've done that are blocking it, but I always got to remember to check when I start a new stream. All right, let's go to. I don't know. Let's go to 96 pixels. Author font size, maybe 58. Hang on, 42, 56. All right, 58. And then let's make this quite bigger too. 56. Let's go, I don't know, 84. I surrender. That's it. Giving up, thrown in the towel. What else are we going to need to maybe update? Maybe the positioning, the line height, border radius. I think. All right. I think that's it. So, and then what we need to do is I need to essentially copy this link and I need to put it in, it's going to be a little trippy, but I need to put it in OBS. Oh shoot, you guys can't see OBS. Okay. Which is why my mouse is going around. File, I think docs. And then I need to go to, is it custom browser docs? Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. I can't remember. I think it's in Ninja Chat 2 properties. Yeah, this would be it. So if I paste that here, hit OK. All right. Now move that over. Now if I bring up a chat, oh, there we go. So now it's bigger. So that looks a little bit better. I think I like that size. Yeah, everything else needs to like I need to get the proportions and everything right, but I think that's good. So if I bring up a bigger message, yeah, that's not bad. I think I like that. Okay. So I'll keep working. I'll just keep plugging away. And yeah, I got to fix all the paddings and all that kind of stuff. So you guys don't want to see that. That is super, super boring stuff. But that's what, where's my stupid thing? There's my project for later on this evening. Okay. So, right. Summarize. What do we got? We got podcast. We have behind the scenes stuff. Chat with people that are doing different things that aren't your AI stuff, more non-conventional kind of businesses, and seeing what we can do about showcasing, more behind the scenes stuff with clients, engaging with client work, how I interact with my clients, how I talk to them about branding or design or whatever it is that we talk about in order to, provide the service that I do to make their business do better. So all that kind of stuff, seeing how we can kind of package this into, content here within the live stream, or even other promotional videos too. If it doesn't really make sense for a live stream, maybe we can take the whole flow for what I do with a client and put it into like a 20-minute documentary following along a client from start to finish, right? So I think we can do that. Yes, all of that. Yeah, we need it. Okay, all right. I heard you loud and clear. We are going to get it done. We'll figure that out. But give me some time. It's not going to be ready tomorrow, but we'll definitely get there, and we'll keep moving the ball forward. So thank you for all your feedback. So Brent, Sam, Leo, Kevin, thank you so much. If you do that and post clips on TikTok and whatnot, you'll pull views. Trust. Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, I think that'll do really well. And it would be really nice if I can, honestly, just hire somebody to go through all of the live streams and just create that content for me, and that they could just do that, because it's just too much. I can't maintain clients, build websites for them, do this live stream, do podcasting, doing these other videos and creating products and creating components. It's too much to do. So at some point, I need to figure out how I could either get some more business in quick and hire someone out, or, I don't know. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I just make more money so I can hire people. I think that's the only way to go, at least to help with the social media stuff, right? Because that's the stuff that lots of people can do, and it's just time consuming to kind of just sit down and do it, right? So other people can do that stuff. I could do the stuff that only myself can do, doing the podcast or doing the live stream and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, 100% eventually need to hire someone to do that. Yeah, we'll get there. All right, guys. Really great. Thanks a lot for the conversation. It's really good sometimes for me to just sit down and kind of talk and just share ideas of what it is that I want to do, and super exciting and super pumped that you guys are kind of resonating with it. So that's really good. So really makes me feel good, and really makes me feel good about continuing to move forward, right? Knowing that I have your support, and that you guys are enjoying what I do, and what I hope to do here in the future. So I honestly, truly, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So, all right, before I get all mushy, I'm gonna get going. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. And as always, more than happy to answer any questions at any time. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And it won't be the first time I'll be asking, or it won't be the last time I'll be asking questions. So I'll definitely hold you to that. So thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, guys. As always, I'll be back here for a brand new stream tomorrow. Until then, have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening, because it's getting pretty late now. And we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.